Morning. Well, it's afternoon actually, it's 2 minutes past 12, and you might be wondering why the introduction was me filming some bricks. Well, you'll find out later on. It's a lovely, it's sunny now, but when I woke up this morning it was grey and cloudy over the sea. I could see the horizon, but it looked like a big storm was on its way. But looking at it, it looked like it passed over north of us, so we've got the sunshine. Although there is still a big cloud up front. It's the 25th of October today, and it's the 5th anniversary of the Wombat's delivery. So, I'm doing a ride. It's a nice day. And I've had the week off cleaning work, but I've been stuck in doing a translation, so it's nice to get out and blow off the cobwebs. And I'm doing a flat ride, well, fairly flat as almost you can get around here, out to a historic site, and more about that when I get there. You can certainly hear and feel the autumn under wheel. The tarmac bit was quite slippery. I think it might have rained overnight, unless it's just not draining away anymore. Oh dear, that's not good, because it's exposed now. Oh, you've got to be careful as well, because under the leaves there's a big hidden log probably. Danger. It's going to be a flat ride today, because I've done something to my ankle after that 10k I run on Monday. It was aching when I got up, but during the run it was alright, and then on Tuesday it flared up somehow. I've got no idea what I would have done to make that happen. I've not banged it or sprained it, unless I did it in my sleep somehow. But it's my right ankle, so it's been pushing off. Pedalling leg as well, so it's a bit annoying, but I had to come out with it being the Wombat anniversary, and it being a nice day as well. It's turned out a bit windy, unfortunately. I was hoping to get the drone up. Still might, so we'll see. Pity the bench has fallen over. That was always a nice rest stop. Stopped many a time after a long or difficult ride. Mostly with Eddie. Not so much with the Wombat, but the colours are nice. It's looking all nice and colourful all the way up there. It's quite busy this morning. I've seen possibly 5 people. No, more than that. 9 actually, almost 10, which is a lot for around here. The wind's getting up and the cloud is greying. Really is the ride of the fallen leaves. Nice. Just seen the bloke with his, well, he got the headphones on today, but he's normally got a speaker on, and he rides down and his dogs chase him. so he'll probably overtake me in a minute on the way back, unless I can get to the road before him. That's if he is coming back. But he doesn't have an e-bike, he's pretty fit. He's going quicker than me. I'm very lethargic this morning, just plodding on. I hope the colour in the larches is coming out. And the other trees. It's always a lovely view in the autumn from here. Brambles changing as well. Bird suffering against the wind. So I'd show appreciation for a nice bit of laurel edge. I don't know if I've been up this hill before. But I know I've been to the village of Llanavan at the end of it. Just come up to do a bridle way. It'll take me over to the road up to the place where I'm going, so I shall see in a minute. Looking over there, you can see the Troscoa estate, or Crosswood it's called in English. And I'm on the restricted byway between Llanavan village, which is a very pleasant looking village, the approach to it, and the road up to New Row from Abamaga, which is just over there. Troscoa now is one of the university farms. So I think that's mostly all university land, and you can see over there on the hillside the B road too. Aberystwyth. Whoa. And it's a bit precarious to film on here. I initially took the wrong road. I had to check the OS map because the Wahoo is very difficult to navigate with. Lanes and roads are very clear, but byways and tracks, they're not good. They're not shown up very well if you're just navigating on the fly. Personally, I prefer the older, less colours on the map sort of thing. But I keep persevering with it. Just you have to zoom in quite far to see the light grey. Oh, God. I think I'll stop before I fall off. Considerably smoother now. Looking all the way down the Ystwyth Valley. I've come back on myself. I'm heading over past those barns onto the road and up the hill that way. There's a stop sign. Nothing to stop for though. On the climb now up to New Row, about a mile long, roughly on the site of a Roman fort. Nothing here. I think it was a bit further down the hill, but yeah, it was found there. It's steep at the start and then it's nice and steady. It's a lovely valley road, way past Troscoed now. It's back down there. But the colours in the valley are lovely. If you follow this road all the way uphill, you'll come down to Pontrhydy Groves. And just now there's a glimpse of what I've come up to look at. Isn't that? So, might be something to do with it. It's up there. We'll have to keep going a bit further on. But some of it's just come into view, and you'll see it when I stop. We're here. Does the grill or the barrier give it a clue as to what this used to be? It's one of the first, if not the first, hydroelectric power stations in Wales. And there's an information board here. It was called Pont Conant Generating Station, and it was built to supply power to the former Wemyss and Frongoch mines, which are just up the road. We'll pass by them in a minute. They're quite spectacular ruin in themselves. But it was built around, it started operation 1898, and they went bankrupt in 1903, 1904. And it says their building housed a Pelton type wheel rated at 400 horsepower and capable of producing 300 kilowatts of electricity. Well, someone's just pulled up and they've just gone. That was a bit strange. Don't know what was going on there. And as a backup, there was a 6-cylinder high-speed compound steam engine installed to provide the electricity should the water supply ever have failed. And the electricity produced was transmitted to the various parts of the mine by overhead cables. A new processing mill, dubbed the Belgian Mill, was built at the site of the old Wemyss mine and utilised some of the electricity produced. Its remains can be seen about half a mile east of here by the side of the road to Pontrhydy Groves. The mine employed around 270 workers and is famous for having many Italian miners amongst its workforce at the time. In 1903, only 5 years after the company was set up, the workforce was laid off when the machinery mine closed and the machinery was all sold or scrapped. And I was lucky doing some Googling before I came out, some research. There's a fantastic PDF which I'll provide a link to. And they had to sell it all off at a fraction of the cost. Made a massive loss in the end. And all this is here to... all this was built, I think it was built roughly 2009 to prevent fly tipping. Again, it's in this PDF. The water was fed from a header pond 400 feet up the hillside, and you can see here the remains of the chute it came down, all the way up there. And the water came under the road, through and into the mill down here. So it is still quite a substantial ruin. The reason I filmed the bricks earlier on is because the man who built it, he didn't build the mine, he authorised the expansion of it. John Balcombe was the name of the man who took over the mine as secretary. In 1854. And he also built the Queen's Hotel in 1866, and he favoured that colour of brick. So if you see that colour of brick, it's highly likely it was built by Mr. John Balcombe. I'll show you the PDF because it deserves to be. I think it deserves to be published. It's a presentation to Ceredigion Archaeology Day School, Pont Cewnant Generating Station, on the 28th of February 2009. I can't find his name. But it was done by the Welsh Mines Preservation Trust. 43 pages of information and photographs. The first lease was granted in 1759, and it was one of the most productive lead and zinc mines in Ceredigion. He also built the Queen's Hotel, which is the former Queen's Hotel, the building I filmed at the very start, and they use the same bricks. He had quite a fondness for this type of brick, and you can see it's just there. So that's the connection there, and the electricity pylons would have gone all the way down to Aberystwyth down the valley, and then obviously some up to the mine up there, which we'll see in a minute.